Good morning. It's so good to be with you today. We're going to talk about our Old Testament lectionary text. If you remember, last week I shared with you about Moses as a baby, and his mother put him in a basket and floated him down the river as a way to protect him from being killed. Well, Moses was found by the Pharaoh's daughter, and he was raised in the palace. He lacked for nothing. Meanwhile, the Israelites continued to be enslaved by the Egyptians. Well, as a young man, Moses left the palace one day and he saw with maybe different eyes what was happening to the Israelites, how they were being treated, and it hurt his heart. In fact, he was so distraught over it that he killed an Egyptian man, one of the guards that was there, and he ended up having to flee. He went into the wilderness to escape death yet again. And this is where we connect with Moses today in Exodus chapter 3. Moses is in the wilderness. He is wandering. He's wondering what his next steps might be. And he encounters the burning bush. We're familiar with this story. We know that God interacted with Moses through this burning bush. God told Moses to take off his sandals because he was standing on holy ground. God called Moses to go back and get the Israelites and to take them out of slavery, to take them out of Egypt, where he would promise them a land flowing with milk and honey. This is quite the interaction that Moses has with God in the wilderness through this burning bush. Through this interaction, Moses says, okay, well, if I do this, if I go back to the people, who do I say sent me? And God says, tell them I am who I am. I am. This is how God identifies himself. This is the name that God gives himself. I am. Goodness. Well, I know that we don't necessarily encounter burning bushes on a regular basis. We don't necessarily hear God's voice loud and clear from heaven, but we are able to have interactions with God. We are able to hear God's voice. Maybe through different avenues, maybe through different sources, maybe through a quiet time, maybe through a sermon or a message, maybe through an encounter with a friend. Well, I encourage you today to take off your shoes, stand on holy ground, stand with expectancy that you might hear God's voice. God continues to speak to us, but sometimes it's a still, small voice. Sometimes it's a tugging on our heart. Sometimes it's an idea that just won't go away. Sometimes it's just a tenderness that he puts on our heart, that he speaks to us. But reflect on those words that God identified himself as. I am who I say I am. I hope you enjoy your time with God today. I hope you hear from him as well. Have a great day.